Hello everyone, welcome to my channel English Literature 101. Today I am back with a new chapter. The name of the chapter is Macavity the Mystery Cat, prescribed in CBSE for class 8 in the book named Honeydew. Before going into the detailed explanation of the poem, let us know something about the poet. Thomas Stearns Eliot was born on 26 September 1888 in St. Louis in a prominent Boston Brahmin family. He was an American-British poet, essayist, publisher, playwright, literary critic, and an editor. He won the Nobel Prize in Literature on dated 1948. Some of his notable works are The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock, 1915, The Waste Land, 1922, Four Quartets, 1943, Murder in the Cathedral, 1935, etc. So without any further delay, let's begin with the poem. Macavity the Mystery Cat. Let's first look at the title of the poem, Macavity. In this name or word Macavity, we find another word hidden in it. Can you guess it? Yes, you're right, the word is cavity. And what does this cavity mean? Cavity is mostly related to teeth, isn't it? But basically it implies a kind of an absence of something, or we can say it is kind of a hole or voidness. Similarly, here the name Macavity, which is the name of a cat, implies something that is not there. And as we proceed in the poem, we find that this cat named Macavity is absent at the time or location of any crime. And the cat is also called a mystery cat, which also implies the same thing, that is, the presence or existence of the cat is mysterious. Though present in the crime scene, he does crime, but still he is absent when someone tries to catch it, thus justifying its title. So let's find out what is so mysterious about this cat. Macavity's a mystery cat. He's called the Hidden Paw, for he's the master criminal who can defy the law. He's the bafflement of Scotland Yard, the flying squad's despair, for when they reach the scene of crime, Macavity is not there. In the first 4 lines, the poet tells us that Macavity is the name of a cat who is a mysterious cat, and he is also known as Hidden Paw. The cat is a criminal who disobeys or disrespects law and authority, and the police of Scotland Yard as well as the flying squad feels very disappointed and helpless as they are unable to catch it. They can never trace the cat. Macavity is even faster than the flying squad. In this stanza, the poet makes us aware with the criminal nature of Macavity. Let's find out more clue about this cat. Macavity, Macavity, there's no one like Macavity. He's broken every human law. He breaks the law of gravity. His powers of levitation would make a fakir stare. And when you reach the scene of crime, Macavity is not there. You may seek him in the basement, you may look up in the air, but I tell you once and once again, Macavity is not there. In these lines, the poet says that this cat named Macavity not only breaks human laws, that is, he not only does things that are against authority, but he also breaks law of gravitation. We all know that law of gravitation was given by famous Isaac Newton, isn't it? In this context, the poet uses the law to state that Macavity floats in the air without any support, or we can say that he jumps so high, thus defying the law. The poet also says that Macavity even makes the fakir stare at him in amazement, because they feel as if Macavity have some kind of magical powers with him, which helps him to somehow rush out from the scene of crime, which even astonishes the fakir, as they are the one who are supposed to possess magical powers. Those who try to find him or those who are assigned the duty to arrest Macavity can neither find him in basement nor in air. By basement and air, the poet means that Macavity vanishes all of a sudden and no one knows whether he is taken away by earth or sky. In this stanza, we get to know the quality of Macavity, that is, he is a kind of a lawbreaker. Macavity is a ginger cat. He is very tall and thin. You would know him if you saw him, for his eyes are sunken in. His brow is deeply lined with thought. His head is highly domed. In these lines, the appearance or how Macavity looks is described by the poet. Macavity is a ginger cat who is tall and thin. His eyes are sunken, or we can say that his eyes are deep set in his face. His brow has wrinkles as if he is always lost in thoughts, and his head is round. His coat is dusty from neglect. His whiskers are uncombed. He sways his head from side to side with movements like a snake. And when you think he's half asleep, he's always wide awake. In these lines, the poet says that due to constant neglect, the fur or skin of Macavity is full of dust. His whiskers are also uncombed, and we can find him swaying his head from side to side just as snake when he walks. And Macavity is a very expert cheat. He can pretend very well. When we think that he is sleeping, actually he isn't sleeping. He is only dozing. He is half awake. He is always alert and conscious. Macavity, Macavity, there's no one like Macavity, for he is a fiend in felon shape, a monster of depravity. You may meet him in a by-street, you may see him in the square, but when a crime's discovered, then Macavity is not there. In these lines, we get to know a little bit more about Macavity based on his character. Macavity is very unique or special. He is evil or a devil in the shape of a cat. There's the evil inside him because he is always indulged in crimes. He is a monster of moral corruption who goes against moral values. The poet further says that you can find him anywhere in the street, but when you want to punish him for his crime, he is found nowhere. He mysteriously gets vanished. So guys, that's the detailed explanation of the poem. Now let us know something about the poetic devices. Poetic device. Let us first know what is poetic device. Poetic device are tools or devices which are used by a poet to make the poem beautiful by creating a rhythm and thus enhancing its emotions and meanings. There are many poetic devices like metaphor, simile, alliteration, repetition, etc. So let's find out the poetic devices present in this poem. The first poetic device that the poet used in this poem is personification. Now, what is personification? Personification is a device which is used to give a human quality or attribute to some non-human and inanimate object. In this poem, the cat Macavity, though it is a cat, but still it is presented before us as a human being with human attributes. The cat Macavity is personified throughout the poem. He is considered as a criminal. Second comes alliteration. Alliteration is the device where we find the occurrence of the same letter or sound at the beginning of closely connected words. For example, sweet birds sang. We find the word S is getting repeated, isn't it? So the alliteration which we find in this poem is Macavity is a mystery cat, side to side, head is highly. See, in the first one we find M to be repeated, the sound of M to be repeated. Second, the sound of S, and in third, the sound of H. So that is alliteration. Third comes simile. simile is a device that shows us the comparison between two things, and it uses the word like and as. In this poem, we find that, which I already mentioned here, he sways his head from side to side with movements like a snake. Here, the movement of the cat Macavity is compared to that of a snake, and the word, that is, I had already said to you that simile uses two words, that is like and as, and here we get one of them, that is like. So a comparison is made between the movement of Macavity and a snake. So that's a simile. Fourth comes repetition. Repetition is an action of repeating something over and over again. So in this poem we find a repetition, and the repetition is in the line Macavity is not there. Fifth comes exaggeration. Exaggeration is a statement that represents something as better or worse than it really is. That is, the magnifying a thing beyond the limits of truth to say much about a situation. Here the exaggeration which is used are bafflement of Scotland Yard, he is a fiend in fill-in shape, his power of levitation, a monster of depravity. So these are basically the 5 poetic devices that is used in this poem. So guys, that's all for today's video, and I hope you have understood the poem well. If you have any queries regarding the poem, do let me know in the comment section below. And please don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.